Hello everyone, I am Ajay Agarwal, founder director of Nipco Group. First of all, thank you for inviting me today to share my journey. I have been fortunate enough to live a life of an entrepreneur where I have experienced setting up multiple factories, struggling, working hard and eventually achieving success. I hope by sharing my experience today, I will be able to inspire aspiring entrepreneurs. So I started my entrepreneur journey at the age of 22, just after completing my educations. I am a computer science graduate and an MBA in marketing and sales. But during college itself, I realized that working as a software engineer or as a marketing manager is not my cup of tea. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, specifically an industrialist. I always wanted to create a company to manufacture a product, to manage multiple departments, and to develop a product that should be a solution for a particular industry type. I am third generation entrepreneur in my family. My grandfather is one of the oldest rice miller in Assam since 1942. My father, my uncle had multiple ventures. We are also manufacturer of sawmill, plywood, we are manufacturer of electrical products, and then we have multiple trading businesses. In spite of having such a good background, for something of my own. So in the year 2005, after completing my studies, when I came back to Assam, I researched on many products in Assam. I was lucky to identify few products. Those products were very much in high demand. I wanted to set up a modern rice mill in Assam in the year 2005. Then there were cement companies coming up in Assam. So the demand of woven sex bag were supposed to increase. So that was one of the product. Black wire, oxygen gas, and packed mineral drinking water. So all these products were very much in demand. But then I faced a challenge in convincing people to collaborate with me. I failed in raising the funds, and even I didn't have the confidence to move all alone. That is something every entrepreneur goes through in their life, and that's what even I faced. But I kept on meeting my elders and all the industrialists whenever I got the opportunity. So in the year 2016, I saw that there were lots of benefits of industrial policies in Assam. So I expanded my business back to Assam and we set up water tank units. So there was a blow molding water tank unit. We were the first manufacturer of 2000 liter blow mold water tank in entire Northeast. Then we expanded ourselves in roto molding unit, and then we also introduced PVC garden pipes. So that was re-entering into polymer division in Assam. And in the year 2020, we diversify ourselves into kraft paper manufacturing. So there we set up a 150 ton capacity plant in Gwalpara district of Assam, and it is one of the most modern technology plant. In both the units, whether it was a polymer division or in a paper division, just after the starting of the factory, we were able to release our 100% production and have achieved a good market in entire Northeast. So today Nipco is selling its product in North India, in East India as well as in Northeast, and we are also exporting our products to Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan. So it's been a long journey and yet more to come. My slogan of my group says, this is just the beginning of an era. I hope by sharing my experience, by sharing my journey, I will be able to inspire entrepreneurs to move on their own path. So writing a book is an art. It all started during the time of lockdown. My wife is CA and she is a professional book writer. So she used to write her books during those days, and as I was at home, I and my son were having fun watching TV and disturbed a lot. So one day, out of frustration, she said that you write a book. So me and my son both took that challenge and we thought we'll write a book. So that is how I thought of writing a book. So after working on my book for a week, I realized writing a book is not that easy task. So I asked her to guide me how to write a book. She told me either you need to be expert on a subject or you need to have an experience that you can share with others where others can learn out of it. Or there has to be something that people will love to read. The purpose of the book is to either entertain someone or educate someone or to acknowledge someone. After knowing the basic concept of book writing about it, and I realized that I have been fortunate enough to have lot of experience in my entrepreneurship journey. For any entrepreneur who wants to start his first venture, he lacks in confidence and in experience, and he approaches many people of the same field to guide him. But generally it so happens that the person, instead of encouraging him, somewhere highlights the challenging parts of that industry, which in turn discourage the new entrepreneur to get into that industry type. So this is kind of stop that happens to any entrepreneur. So my book is based on that. I realize a similar situation with all the new entrepreneurs. So why don't I share my experience, that what all stops I have got that time in my life and how I overcome it. And this might be a learning for all the new entrepreneurs, and I might be able to give them some confidence so that they start their journey. So this, my book is based on getting rid of all the stops and on your path to entrepreneurship. Ultimately, my goal writing this book is to encourage young entrepreneurs to get into entrepreneurship without getting confused and taking their first step, as do not waste time like I did for taking my first step. Of course, there will be challenges in entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not about achieving the goal, but it is about the journey that you go through. In business, the only certain is the uncertainty, and the one who is the leader finds the clarity in the chaos. So challenges has to be faced. So the common challenges all entrepreneurs go through, first of all, is the lack of confidence, or the fear. It develops a fear in them, and that fear brings the negativity in the entrepreneurs. So this is the major challenge. If one can win oneself, I don't think there is any task that is difficult that any entrepreneur can achieve. Other challenges that generally new entrepreneur faces is managing fund. They mixed up investing money in the wrong side of a business, and then they face lack of fund in the running business. So the cash flow gets affected. So that is where one has to be trained up. And other things where usually I see entrepreneurs get stuck up is on hiring a good team. They generally hire the team that is not as per their requirement, and then they do not get good output out of them. Whether it is in my industry type where I have experience, power, polymer or paper, I feel challenges are same in every industry type, and one needs common skill set to be successful. Wherever manufacturing is involved, there are multiple challenges. So first of all, if you are entering into manufacturing sector, you should have the technical know-how of your machineries. You should understand the functioning of the machineries in very minute way, in the detailed way, and you should be able to analyze each and every single details like costing, power consumptions, efficiencies of the machines, and how you can increase the efficiencies of the machines. So technical knowledge is the first thing that you require to be successful in a manufacturing unit. Other than that, management skills should be there. You should be able to manage multiple departments. Then you should be having that problem solving attitude. You should be able to convince your team, come out with good results, to work dedicatedly, and you should be able to motivate your team. Other thing is that you should understand accounting and finance of a company. Until and unless you do not keep track record of your fund flow, it is very difficult to manage a business or run a business successfully. Nipco never focused on making profits. When I started this group and I developed my first product, I always had this in my mind: whatever I will manufacture, the quality of the product has to be in that way. If I have to use it in my home, I will use it. I have always focused on making a quality product. Nipco, when we entered the crowded market, it was not something what we did something better, but we did something differently. So that was the thing that clicked for Nipco. We have always clearly defined our policy. We have always partnered with our client. We have never taken them as our customer or making deals with them considering short-term profits. We always thought they are our partner in growth, and we always thought of providing a solution to the society. And I felt with time, this particular approach has given me more confidence to come up with more products, and with the same policy, I realized that we have been achieving success. If I bring the raw material from outside and if I bring the finished product from outside Assam, the transportation cost is much higher in the finished product. So we felt if we develop the product in Northeast, we will be at least able to save the transportation cost. So that was the reason we entered into agriculture-based PVC pipes manufacturing units in Assam. But then when I shifted my base to Delhi, I realized Delhi is a pan-India market. Over there, I need to manufacture a product which is difficult to manufacture in a state, so that I do not face transportation issue in from sending from Delhi to other states. Delhi is obviously a base, is a hub of electrical market, so we developed the electrical products over there. When I shifted back to Assam, manufacturing polymer products over here, I just realized that there are certain raw materials which are available in Northeast or in Assam, and the products that we manufacture out of it can be consumed in that region only. This is how kraft paper came into my mind, and we are today manufacturing kraft paper using the local way. 80% of our production is sold locally. I had a great journey. I have struggled. I know I have not made the right decisions. The decisions that were made at that particular time were right on that particular time. With that, maybe achieved some failures in my life, but those failures had taught me a lesson, and those lessons have resulted me over here today successfully running many ventures. So I feel one should enjoy the journey rather than regretting or trying to change what they have done in the past. But yes, you can learn from your past and you can make better decisions in your future. So by using the digital platform, you can easily start making your networks, and you can start connecting with peoples. And other than that, entrepreneurs should visit seminars, attend exhibitions, and over there they get chance to connect with many of people who are from the industry type they are interested in. These are the opportunities where you can get connected with peoples and you can make network. And obviously networking is required. Without networking, it is very difficult to know what's going on in the industry. See, everything is available over net. So first thing is required, they start researching over net. There are lots of videos in YouTube. They can search those kind of videos and they can keep on researching more and more about that industry type. They should first try to understand the industry type. These are the digital research work that they can do, but other than that, they also have to visit sites. If anybody want to set up industry, they have to visit already established factories, or if anybody wants to start a trading business, they need to visit the market, they need to explore what market response is, what customers want. So these are the things that is required first to do the initial research on the project. After that, there are a series of steps that need to be followed. See, I will not suggest a particular manufacturing unit or industry type. It depends, like one has to explore their own advantage. Suppose if somebody comes from a trading business, then he should first focus on his products, like whether he can go into manufacturing of those products. So one has to first explore what are the products that he has a experience in it. So only after that one can decide what industry will suit him. So in general way, there are lots of industry where one can think of investing or getting into it. Say in the plastic industry, with injection molding machines, we can manufacture multiple products, household products and many industry type products. And I have heard that in Guwahati, CPET is offering their machine on hourly basis or on contract basis. So any aspiring entrepreneur can go there and discuss and get tied up with them, and then just develop their own die, and without investing on machineries can get their product developed from there and then market the product. Once if he finds the potential in the market, he can go for a larger scale. So this is one example, and like that there multiple industries are there. But I would suggest, if any entrepreneur who is entering into manufacturing for the first time, I will suggest that they should start with the trading of the product, so that they understand the market, they understand the need of the market, and accordingly they can design the product in a better way. The other industry type that I feel is upcoming is paper bag. Nowadays I see there is a ban in single-use plastic. So I feel that paper bags has a lots of good opportunity. So if somebody wants to invest in that paper bag, it is an upcoming industry and it doesn't require a huge investment, and there are lots of paper mill in Northeast. So paper is available in Northeast, market is available in Northeast. Only one need is to develop the product, try to introduce it in the market. The other thing, honeycomb paper. So basically earlier with the bubble wrapping, few delicate items used to be get packed. So now there's a replacement for that. It's a kraft paper that is converted into honeycomb, and that is basically used for packaging the delicate items safe from that kind of packing. It's a small industry type. One can also enter into that. The other industry type that one can get into is kombucha drink. It's a probiotic drink that one can prepare on home in a very smaller scale, and then market the product, and once they start getting the response, make it into a larger scale. Basically, business is not about what you know, it is about what you do with what you know. So manufacturing a product, it's okay, you manufacture a product, but to place it in a market is a bigger challenge. Today, if you develop any product and you bring it to the market, it is not that easy that you will get an easy entry into the market. The product only doesn't play the role. So you need to have complete knowledge on the product. You need to be expert with your product. Only then you will be able to place the product in the market. People today expect to buy a product only from the experts. So if you know your subject very well, only then you will be able to market your product. I'll give you an example of myself. In last 15 years, I have met so many retailers, dealers and distributors, and I've always tried to understand that what they want, and that is what I focus mainly into it. And today, whenever I approach a distributor, I do not approach a distributor with my product. I approach with a solution. My product should not be just a matter of deal, but it should be a solution to their problem. If you can provide them with their solutions, only then you will be able to market your product. Lastly, I would thank Netfa coming out with this kind of initiative, Advancing Northeast, where you are encouraging young entrepreneur to get into entrepreneurship, and this kind of initiative that Netfa is taking to bring all entrepreneurs like me to share their set of journey, to inspire all aspiring entrepreneurs to get into entrepreneurship. This is a great initiative, and I'm so thankful to them that they are taking this step. I would request Netfa to encourage more and more young talents of Assam to get into entrepreneurship.